The 10th century drew to a close. Across the Balkan Peninsula, two powers stood locked in a deadly embrace. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we dive deep into the hidden history of human civilization. The Byzantine Empire, heir to the glory of Rome, saw itself as the defender of Christendom. Its rival, the Bulgarian Empire, was a young, vigorous force, eager to challenge Byzantine supremacy. At the heart of this struggle lay Varbitsa Pass, a strategic choke point. Whoever controlled this pass controlled the flow of armies and trade. The Byzantine Emperor, Basil II, known as the Bulgar Slayer, was a ruthless and ambitious ruler. Facing him was Tsar Samuel of Bulgaria, a cunning and resilient leader. The stage was set for a confrontation that would determine the fate of the entire region. The fate of both empires would be decided in the shadow of this mountain pass. The flames of war were fanned by a series of border clashes and diplomatic blunders. In 976, Tsar Samuel launched a daring raid into Byzantine territory, sacking the city of Larissa. The Byzantines retaliated, but their campaigns were plagued by logistical problems and fierce Bulgarian resistance. The conflict escalated, fueled by religious differences and the ambitions of both rulers. Negotiations proved fruitless, each side convinced of its own righteousness. The year 986 saw a major Byzantine offensive led by Emperor Basil II himself. Samuel, a master of guerrilla warfare, harassed the Byzantine supply lines and ambushed their patrols. The Byzantines, frustrated and weakened, were forced to retreat. Their retreat turned into a rout at the gates of Trajan, where Samuel's forces inflicted a humiliating defeat. Basil II vowed revenge, dedicating himself to crushing Samuel and his Bulgarian kingdom. News reached Basil II of a large Bulgarian force gathering near the strategically vital Varbitsa Pass. The pass, heavily fortified by the Bulgarians, seemed impregnable. Basil devised a daring plan, a two-pronged attack. The Byzantine army, some 40,000 strong, was a formidable force. It was composed of elite heavy infantry known as cataphracts, heavily armored cavalry, and regiments of archers and infantry. The Bulgarians, numbering perhaps as many as 60,000, relied on their infantry and skilled cavalry. The fate of both empires hung in the balance. The clash at Varbitsa Pass would be a battle for the ages. The morning of July 17, 986, dawned hot and clear. The Byzantine army approached Varbitsa Pass, the sun glinting off their armor and weapons. They found the Bulgarians well prepared, their lines bristling with spears and their archers perched on the surrounding heights. The initial Byzantine assault was met with a hail of arrows and javelins. The narrowness of the pass played into the Bulgarians' hands, nullifying the Byzantine advantage in numbers and heavy cavalry. Basil II unleashed his secret weapon, a force of 15,000 cavalry led by his trusted general, Nikephoros Xiphias. Xiphias had secretly marched his men through the mountains, using treacherous goat paths to bypass the Bulgarian defenses. As the main battle raged at the pass, Xiphias's cavalry thundered down upon the unsuspecting Bulgarians from the rear. The effect was devastating. Panic spread through the Bulgarian ranks like wildfire. Xiphias's cavalry cut through the fleeing Bulgarians, their lances and swords claiming a grisly toll. Samuel himself barely escaped the carnage, reportedly saved only by his son's quick thinking. The Byzantine victory at Varbitsa Pass was complete and utterly devastating. Tens of thousands of Bulgarians lay dead on the battlefield. The Byzantines captured the Bulgarian camp, seizing vast quantities of supplies, weapons, and treasure. The Battle of Varbitsa Pass was a turning point in the long Byzantine-Bulgarian conflict. It crippled Samuel's kingdom, shattering his army and breaking his power. Basil II, true to his epithet Bulgar Slayer, had inflicted a wound from which the Bulgarian Empire would never fully recover. The battle cemented the Byzantine Empire's dominance in the Balkans, yet the victory came at a heavy price. The sheer brutality of the fighting and the horrific fate of the Bulgarian prisoners left a dark stain on Basil II's reign. The battle serves as a stark reminder of the savagery of war and the human cost of imperial ambition. Even in victory, there was a sense of loss. Imagine a world where the outcome was different. How would the geopolitical landscape have changed? Would the Byzantine Empire have continued its dominance, or would new powers have risen in its place? This chapter provides a thought-provoking analysis of these alternate historical scenarios. If Samuel's forces had triumphed, the Bulgarian Empire might have solidified its power in the Balkans, altering the balance of power in medieval Europe. With a strengthened Bulgarian state, the Byzantine Empire would have faced a formidable rival, potentially leading to a prolonged period of conflict or even an uneasy coexistence. This shift could have delayed or even prevented Byzantine expansion into other regions, changing the course of European and Middle Eastern history. Furthermore, a Bulgarian victory could have inspired other nations to challenge Byzantine authority, fracturing the empire's influence and fostering the rise of new regional powers. The ripple effects of such a change would have been felt far and wide, from the political dynamics of the Holy Roman Empire to the trade routes of the Silk Road. The Battle of Varbitsa Pass, therefore, stands as a critical juncture in history. It reminds us of the delicate balance of power and how a single event can alter the trajectory of entire civilizations. In pondering these alternate histories, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complex tapestry of our past and the myriad possibilities that lie within it. As we reflect on the echoes of Varbitsa, we are reminded that history is not just a series of events, but a web of interconnected possibilities. Each thread, each decision, each battle shapes the world in ways we can only begin to imagine. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries and thrilling adventures into the past.